Hi, I'm Libby Wagner, and this is one small thing you can do today to increase your wholeheartedness and presence. I'm going to start out with a poem by a poet called Dan Gerber. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about just what I think about this kind of poem in general before we begin. So when I teach poetry writing to people, one of the things I ask them to do is to write the very worst love poem that they can write. And I'm being ironic on some level, but one of the things that I think that we need to understand when we're writing poems is that we're as Donald Hall said, we're trying to say the unsayable. And it's really hard to write a really good love poem without it sounding like a Hallmark card. No offense to Hallmark. But I feel like we kind of need to get it out of the way, you know, when we're writing, like just write that corny, sappy, syrupy, terrible love poem. Just get it out of the way. So in the context of that, see, I actually think this is a really great love poem. It's quite short. It's called Love, for Instance, by Dan Gerber. Voices begin to flutter like the wings of a frantic bird. So much to be said, the room will not hold them. So much talk of love, the word is finally a mouthful of dough. Love, 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 love. Now bang your head on your lover's knee. Bang, 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 bang. And tell me, what's the difference? Okay, now you may hear that poem and think, wow, that's kind of dark. She sounds a bit depressed about love, but I'm not at all. Because one of the things that I really love about that poem is that it's really hard to talk about love. It's really hard to express yourself about things that matter. I mean, language is inadequate and poets are a bit crazy because we try to say it anyway. And the reason I wanted to share that today for one small thing is because I think one small thing that I do, that I'm trying to do, that I'm offering up as an idea is to choose love, even when it's hard, even when it feels impossible, even when we don't have the words for it. I'm thinking about a time, gosh, it was a couple of years ago, and I was moving my office, and my assistant Maria brought her whole family, her husband Dean, and her children Lexi and Caden to come and help pack up the office. And there are tons of books in the office, of course. And I was working on something, and I kind of had my back to them while they were packing the boxes. And I don't know exactly, you know, what Lexi was doing, but all of a sudden I heard Dean say, Alexis, what if we packed this box with love? And I just stopped because I thought about, you know, first of all, you know, what he was teaching and sharing, you know, with his daughter. But I also just thought about that in terms of everything. What if we did this with love? What if we chose love? What if everything we tried to do and every conversation and every action was about choosing love? I know it feels like that's not a very popular thing. Maybe it sounds like a passive thing, but I don't think so. I think when we use that one small thing, that one small act of choosing love, and it's not an easy thing. Sometimes it feels like a mouthful of dough. But for me today, that's the one small thing I'm going to practice, and I'm going to continue practicing. On my shelf here, I have a little thing that looks like it could be on a pie case, and it says choose love. And I hope that today, in your conversations and your actions and the way that you're caring for yourself and others and the way that you're being in the world and in your work, that you might choose love.